Now let's talk about Legislative District 42, State Representative position number 2. Our first candidate is Jennifer Sesvick. Jennifer earned a bachelor's degree in marketing from Texas A&M University in 1984 and then spent 20 years in sales and 10 years coaching speech and debate. She believes getting people with different opinions to communicate with each other is one of her strengths and something Olympia desperately needs. On financial responsibility, Sesvick had this to say: Seattle-centric politicians voted to burn through our state's $5 billion surplus even after the governor declared a state of emergency due to coronavirus, and we had begun closing down public life. Small businesses and workers who were laid off as a result of the stay-at-home order could use that $5 billion surplus now, but my opponent voted to spend it. We need leaders in Olympia who demonstrate financial responsibility not only for current taxpayers, but for our future. I support letting the hardworking people of the 42nd District keep more of their money and once again reject a state income tax. When asked about individual rights, Sesvick had this to say: Individual rights are under assault by Seattle-led politicians. I stand solidly for our individual liberties, such as the right of parents to keep inappropriate sex education out of kindergarten, the Second Amendment, property rights, and the fundamental right to life. On representing the 42nd District, Sesvick had this to say: King County sued voters to stop implementation of $30 car tabs that 42nd District voters supported. Seattle wants our car tab fees to fund their mass transit. I will listen to and represent you. If Seattle is dying, then why follow? Our other candidate for Legislative District 42, State Representative Position 2, is the incumbent Sharon Shoemake. Sharon is a professor of environmental economics, urban economics, and energy policy at Western Washington University in Bellingham. She completed bachelor's degrees in economics and in environmental science and policy at Duke University and continued her education at the University of California at Davis, earning her PhD in agricultural and resource economics. Shoemake stands on a platform of high-speed internet for rural businesses and homes so everyone can compete in a global marketplace. She believes in affordable healthcare and a smarter healthcare system. According to her, this pandemic has shown you that you cannot ignore the needs of a segment of a population. In 2020, she passed a bipartisan bill to protect our rural child care providers by removing barriers that providers in less dense areas face. This was a result of hearing from providers and bringing their concerns to state agencies. And in 2020, she passed the HB 2518 bill to improve natural gas safety and reporting. She did this by working across the aisle with utilities, labor unions, and environmental community to pass a bipartisan climate bill. HB 2518 will cut carbon emissions, grow jobs, and save consumers money.